Okay, we're here in West Seneca with a Tree Haven. That should be the name of this road, or that's at least this property. So the place is totally engrossed in trees that have to get cut back because they're beating on the roof. There's one branch as we get around the back. I'll show you. It's ready to snap and go through the roof. So we've got a gutter that came down here. The house has a metal roof on it. We're going to give them the option for gutter helmet or micro screen. Okay, these gutters were cleaned about 6 weeks ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago. They could be cleaned probably 4 times a day and they're not going to function. So it's just overwhelmed. Now we need 1.5 inches from the top of the gutter to the bottom of the roof to accommodate the gutter helmet system. We can't accomplish that over this awning. So this would have to stop and start as a different product. But the nice thing about the gutter helmet is it will cover, it'll actually protect the gutter from the snow slides tearing it off. I mean, nobody can guarantee against ice, but it's a whole lot better protection than that snow slide coming off and grabbing the edge of the gutter. So we're gonna have to take and get these gutters in position to accept the gutter helmet if we do the gutter helmet system. This front one needs a new gutter and it's gonna need new fascia board also. And that's a 1x8 fascia. We're going to actually put a 2x8. There's no difference in cost, but we want to build that out another inch or 3/4 of an inch to make it accommodate the helmet. Around the back, there was there's an upper gutter that's obviously fallen off here. And again, this one, there's a big old gutter garden growing in here, and the tenant said about 6 weeks ago he cleaned it. So. And the upper one is also another issue. So we're going to give them the option for the cleaning all these gutters out, which is going to be just a real nightmare. And it's probably, in honesty, it's probably going to be cheaper to replace these gutters. And as long as you can let us leave the debris on the ground, we'll take the aluminum and the spikes and the furrows. But the muck in here is going to take 3 man-hours or 5 man-hours just to clean the muck off of this. Probably 2 guys, 2 guys would take at least 5 man-hours each. So you're looking at about close to 10 man-hours it's going to take. This one branch up here, you can see the one that's kind of bare right there. Okay, there's a big old woodpecker knot that is right there. And that tree's just about, that big old 30-foot branch is ready to come down onto the roof. So, they're going to want to do something about that. This tree here needs to be cut back. At least the branches cut back flush with the tree. It's going to grow back, but right now it's beating on the roof and beating on the walls of the house. It wouldn't hurt to take some of these down that are too close to the house. But that's up to the owner. Our goal here is to keep these gutters clean and free flowing, and we can, as long as they're not getting, pummeled by branches. This side here is probably the best gutter in the house, in the best shape. But again, it's going to be a real task just to get it cleaned out. Because don't forget that metal edge sticks down into the gutter. So you've only got like 1.5 inches or so of space to work with. So we're going to end up having to, like I said, if we put the MS, we won't have to adjust any of the gutters. We can just clean them out and put them in. But then you have the you also have the chance of the snow slides ripping the gutters off, because it won't cascade over the gutters like it will with the gutter helmet on it. So once you see the video, you'll understand. But all of these trees should be cut at least flush up with the trees, and that guy right there needs to come down. This one's totally dead. This looks like an old birch, or ash. So yeah, the ash beetle tore this up, and this thing's ready to snap off. So there's where we're at. Yeah, all the gutters are going to have to be built out to accept the gutter helmet. There's no getting away from it. So that's one of the pitfalls with the metal roofs. It doesn't leave you a whole lot of options for things like this. Plus, getting around on it is another challenge. because you got to walk on a lower metal roof to get to the upper part, and that can be quite slippery. So we got to get it all cleaned off real good before we can even attempt. And there's special shoes that we use also. Believe it or not, they're hush puppies, and they grab a hold of the metal. But when you've got slime or mold on it, I don't care what you got, you're coming off of it. So that's why we pay the big insurance premiums too, for our workman's comp liability.